Beginning the year 2024 at the VIC, snow. Regular mastermind meetings, Daniela, Christian, and Sabina. Toastmasters meeting, Nikki, Ria. Women's Federation meeting with the Philippine community. Meeting with Joseph's family when they came to visit us and brought flowers. Mastermind meeting every Tuesday morning with Christian and Sabina. Women's Federation United Nations meeting, international. Golden Goddess Circle meeting with Joy Martina. Power of Eight meeting with Nicole Gunsert and Christian. Meeting after meeting after meeting. And this was Godwin's birthday, the 21st of January, so we went to Lids. Golden Goddess Circle, which I co-hosted with Joy Martina until the middle of the year. Sabina, the mastermind meeting. True Parents Thought meeting on Tuesday nights. Golden Goddess in English, Golden Goddess in German. Co-hosting in the English one. At the United Nations, where I went approximately once a week for a massage, lymph drainage. And the snow has gone, the sun is shining. Mastermind every Tuesday, really an important part of my life. Joy Martina was an important part of my life for the first half of the year. And I spent a lot of time here behind the computer. The Power of Eight meetings were every Wednesday night. The UN was also regularly hosting meetings. Heine Hanchen came from Switzerland. Dieter Schmidt came from Germany. Women's Federation hosted a lot of side events. Dieter Schmidt came for a meeting with us here in Vienna. Another Golden Goddess Circle. These videos are on YouTube. Mastermind meeting, Christian Winkel is our airlines pilot. Women's Federation Executive, Europe and Middle East. Toastmasters Executive at the VIC. Women's Federation United Nations Vienna. Golden Goddess Circle. Toastmasters meeting at the United Nations in Vienna. A holy day in the Unification Church in Vienna. Golden Goddess Circle co-hosting with Nicole and Yolanda. Women's Federation. Meeting with my brothers as we finish off the house inheritance. And executive meeting of Women's Federation in Rome, in Italy. Colomatia. The young participants from the Ukraine, very inspiring. The older executive members, this was our group, we won the contest that we had that night. And on the last day, on the Sunday, we went for a drink downtown. And we took photos, of course. And we're always sharing books and different ideas in our mastermind meeting. In the Golden Goddess Circle, there are also always fascinating topics to discuss and share. The German group, the Women's Federation, Nathan and Yessie, back at the Unification Church, back at the Golden Goddess Circle, back at Women's Federation, United Nations Vienna, and Joy Martina and the Golden Goddess Circle, the German group, Toastmasters executive meeting, my weight, that one I don't want to put in there. That's how long I spent cycling, 15 minutes one day. Okay. And this, it looks like the True Parents Thought again. No, it was a Wednesday evening prayer meeting. This is the Power of Eight meeting, which is immediately afterwards. And I like taking the UN from this perspective. And this one. Godwin, Diana in springtime. And then we went picking bellach. So this is going to be a long slideshow if each picture takes so long and I'm commenting on each one. Women's Federation looks like the annual general meeting. Yes. In the Golden Goddess Circle. And we're only in, oh, this was Emily Moser, and this was a meeting with Vivian Posh, an in-person meeting. And then the Vienna Church Group, the Women's Federation, preparing for a meeting in Hungary, traveling on the train together. And from the Bloom Festival, the seeds, this flower grew, so I was happy about that. And Joseph picked these flowers in the forest and planted them in my window box. After one of our side events at the VIC, all of the side events are on YouTube at the Women's Federation channel. I love capturing these cherry blossoms every spring, every year, and celebrating together the two birthdays, Joseph and Nathan. And this is where I spend most of my time. Golden Goddess Circle once or twice a week. Mastermind every week on Tuesday morning. Women's Federation UN every 2 weeks. Power of Eight every week on Wednesday night. Walking together. Power of Eight meeting after the prayer meeting. Before leaving the UN, they're building these new buildings here, and it fascinates me how they're growing. Visit from Germany here to Vienna. And my aloe vera is flowering, and this one flowered twice. And I think that's the one that I ended up giving to Sabina for her birthday. See the building there that's growing. This is already in Hungary at the Women's Federation meeting. And Joseph received a Peace Ambassador Award, Global Women's Peace Movement. And this sister came as a missionary and stayed in Hungary. And this is at the Budapest railway station. Toastmasters executive meeting. Women's Federation executive meeting. Actually, UN executive. And Joseph doing his thing when we have kitchen duty. This was a holy day that we celebrated together. This was Christoph and Claire's wedding. This was the legal ceremony. Got some great shots, Claire and Christoph. Beautiful flower color arrangements. This was an event in the Saar. This was in a bank, would you believe it? Opposite the Hummel Cafe. This was a family event. at the UN. This was Christoph and Claire's wedding, so I think some of the dates are labeled not correct. Also, this is the actual wedding on the Saturday after the legal wedding, which was almost a week later. Yeah. Gary and Carolyn and Simon came from Australia. Someone actually came from England. Gary and Caroline came from Australia. And they gave me a flower for my birthday or for Mother's Day. A lily that bloomed for so long. A compound lily was beautiful. And then we went to Munich for the Bloom Festival, where I met Nina Kirchberger for the first time and lots of other people, many who I met for the first time in person. Elizabeth Hale, who was a missionary in Fiji, who I knew from Australia. Chantal, I also knew from Australia. Glenys, I knew she was from New Zealand. Vigdis and Amanda and Zoe. Irma knew me from Facebook, and we met for the first time in person. And Herbert Giller was there with his wife, Sophie. And I met with Isabel Costa. And we met with the from Vorarlberg, the couple. This is in Munich on the way back again, next day near the railway station. And then we met Zoe, coincidentally, at the square. So this was an online meeting. The ambassador of the Philippines supporting our side event. Ah, yum yum. I was supporting Renata to Zoom to the hybrid meeting, the side event. Tony was filming. This is the tree in front of our house with the view to the windows. And then we went to Bratislava when Joseph gave a talk in Bratislava. And we went to apply for housing in Vienna. This is in the Stephansdom when Christoph was singing, and Nathan, and Yassi was there, and Claire was there, and Claire's parents. And then we went to Bratislava to celebrate my birthday. And we had a lovely time on the lake, going on cruises, swimming in the water, even looking from our balcony to the lake, having dinner on the terrace of the restaurant. Julian came from Australia to visit us. We went out to, must have been dinner. And then I met with Andy and Francesca at the Danube Alte Donau. Another side event at the United Nations. Karen Smith came from America. And this side event was very successful. And I met with Diana. I meet with her practically once a month. Godwin we've been seeing more of this year because we're looking for to arrange some housing with him together. Back in the Saal, Sunday service or another meeting. Gertrude Koch came back from America and staying in Siebenstein. One time I was asked 3 or 4 times in a row to do the closing prayer at Sunday service. And I met Sabina for the first time in person after meeting for a couple of years already in the mastermind meetings. We went to Waldesruh, a forest cemetery. And we did a course with Shahram for a number of weeks on Fridays. We coincidentally met Peter Zura, Gudrun Kugler, we invited to speak in the Saal before the elections, and me in the office. And at the UN, this was International Peace Day, the 20th of September Peter Hader had invited Nevi to sing, and Sid was invited by John Brady. Back at the UN. My long hair is getting a bit too much at the moment. Women's Federation Executive, Bridge of Peace ceremony, and I want to meet with my sister. First time meeting in person with Christian, together with Sabina, and then meeting with Diana again. And fascinated by the autumn colours, the tree on the other corner, and the tree in front of our house still quite green. Back at the UN, another event, side event, looking at another place. This one was a terrace on the 5th floor, visiting Gertrude in Siebenstein and then going out for lunch. This is where we used to live when we first came from America, in Siebenstein. The mastermind meetings are a real support for me every month. I'm really happy supporting the Women's Federation side events. And we had a member of the Vienna Parliament speaking at our event and got good support from the staff of the UNODC. National holiday and Nathan in uniform and all the flags posted. Sunset at the United Nations. The buildings growing. People concerned for reconciliation. The pond being drained at the VIC. My four-leaf clover blooming, blossoming. And preparing for the next Vienna UN meeting, attending the VIC Toastmasters Club, getting the Best Table Topics Award and sharing it with a new guest. Another mastermind with my buddies. Another house that we looked at. Another webinar meeting that Andy and Francesca hosted, a prayer meeting with Michaela Neuhaus, a concert in an old church on an old instrument. Orange, the world, just before the run. Meeting with others at the Vienna Church Center, the Vienna Peace Embassy, taking photos together, supporting one another, meeting others, and singing, watching Christoph sing just before Nathan leaves for Australia. Women's Federation Europe Executive Meeting. This is the Lightworkers meeting. Used to meet once a month. Women's Federation meeting. Toastmasters luncheon for the end of the year. And Diplomatic Academy UPF meeting. WFWPI Christmas and end of year party, and our candles, our wreath of 4 candles for the 4 weeks of Christmas, before Christmas. Our Women's Federation Christmas celebration, reflecting on the year a little bit and sharing Christmas spirit. Sunday service. Christmas celebration. Andy restringing his guitar. We're singing songs using the songbooks that Nathan prepared for us a few years ago and enjoying each other's company and enjoying the food. This is the trifle. And Joseph prepared the cookies. It's Christmas Day, the turkey. And Christine came with Timmy, and Godwin was with us, and we played a game. And then we had the leftovers to share. And that's closing off the year of 2024. And I'm still here in my office with some new equipment. Oh, that's the beginning again. Okay, that's it.